if you want to make those huge profits, if you want to make that 250k plus, you need to do your research right, because trillions could flow into cryptos like Stellar XLM, and you and I, your award-winning Stellar XLM crypto developer, could benefit. But how? Well, today we need to compare Stellar with Avalanche, because that Avalanche itself is position 24 on the coin market cap today, and that's above Stellar. So let's jump right in. There are several points to consider when comparing Stellar XLM with Avalanche. And really, it's so important that you understand this, because it's going to help you make that profit. It's going to help you decide as to whether you want to invest X amount in Stellar and X amount in Avalanche, if you're going to invest any at all, right? So, point 1, consensus mechanisms. Stellar uses its own consensus mechanism, the Stellar Consensus Protocol, which is a federated Byzantine agreement algorithm, whereas Avalanche has its own novel approach, which uses a unique consensus mechanism called Avalanche Consensus. And this really relies on a novel approach to achieve faster, decentralized consensus and scalable consensus, better known as the snowball effect, ergo Avalanche, right? And really, to get a better idea, we need a whole comparison video on this consensus mechanism between the two in its own. So we're just going to do a brisk overview with that, okay? Number 2, point 2, scalability. Stellar is designed to handle a high volume transaction with low fees and fast confirmation times. Avalanche also boasts high scalability, capable of processing thousands, not 1,000, but thousands of transactions per second, making it suitable for applications requiring significant throughput. And that could be considered as a direct threat to Stellar. In any case, I'm Nathan, aka Nathan of Zion, your award-winning Stellar XLM crypto developer. And we have to do this comparison if you want to make those huge profits at 250k plus. So, point 3, token issuance. Stellar offers a built-in functionality for creating and issuing new tokens on its platform, whereas Avalanche also supports the creation and issuance of custom tokens, facilitating the demand of decentralized applications, or dApps as we know them, right, that require their own novel token or own native token. Stellar uses their system, like you've got, for example, Ethereum, you can create tokens on that, and it's called ICOs, honestly. But Stellar has its own assets, Stellar assets, right? So that brings us on to point 4, network architecture. Stellar is a layer 1 protocol that focuses on facilitating cross-border payments and connecting financial institutions, whereas Avalanche, on the other hand, is a multi-chain platform that can support multiple subnets, allowing for creation of distinct blockchains within their own rules and governance structures. Well, you could potentially have your own layer 2 solution on Stellar. In fact, we know this because we've got involved in that, and that's called Stellar Turrets. But really, Saraban coming now, FutureNet, when that gets integrated, we've had the Protocol 22, which is going to be integrated with Stellar Testnet. When it gets sent to LiveNet, it's going to be a whole different kettle of fish. In any case, that brings us on to point 5, governance. Stellar's governance model is based on a decentralized network of nodes and validators. Decisions regarding protocol upgrades and modifications are made through the consensus among network participants. Avalanche, on the other hand, has a unique governance structure that involves token holders voting on key decisions through its on-chain governance mechanism. And really, when we think about that, we look at Avalanche at position 22 and understand that really Avalanche, has got a lot going for it. It's got a max supply, as we know it, of 354 million. Well, that's at least its available supply, but I believe its max supply is that as well. And when you think about, what Avalanche can do, that's a significant thing. But the thing is, it's not been proven. 6, ecosystem and adoption. Stellar has gained adoption by various financial institutions, payment processors, and remittance services, making it one of the more established platforms in the blockchain space. And we know this because they have partnership with Franklin Templeton, Wisdom Tree, MoneyGram, and these partnerships, I'm sure, are going to be here to stay for a very long time, if indefinite, right? Avalanche has gained significant attention and adoption since its launch, attracting developers and projects interested in building decentralized applications, right? dApps on its platform, yeah? So really, it's almost like it's got the same approach as Ether, right? They're not going after, the big financial institutes, they're going after the developers. And we know that Stellar is going after the developers with their Stellar Community Fund, right? So, it's game on, people. It's game on. This is the trillions war, right, for dominance in the crypto market cap, okay? Which leads us on to point 7, team and development, okay? So Stellar has a dedicated team of developers working on a protocol and working on various protocols. We're up to protocol 22, right? And developments and improvements. Avalanche is developed by Labs, a team of researchers and engineers with experience in distributed systems and cryptography. Okay, so it's important to understand that Stellar's always evolving and they're always trying to employ different programming languages, and there's a vast amount of SDKs out there, and each of those developments requires someone that has a really good degree of knowledge in that field, right, in those programming languages to integrate with the Stellar blockchain. But really, we understand it's so important to watch the whole video until the end to make those huge profits. You could be getting that 250k plus profits if you're in the right blockchain, or if your portfolio is allocated correctly, right? Because the several points could explain why Avalanche gets more adoption than Stellar XLM. It could explain why Avalanche is in position 24 as opposed to being in position 25, right? Avalanche consensus offers faster finality and lower latency while maintaining security. And we remember this is the trilemma that all of these blockchains are trying to solve, right? This makes it appealing for applications that prioritize speed and security, possibly driving more adoption compared to Stellar's Federated Byzantine Agreement algorithm, or the Stellar Consensus Protocol. But it's not just plain and simple as scalability, it's also understanding interoperability, right? So with Stellar, it's so important to understand interoperability, because Avalanche's bridge technology allows for seamless interoperability between different blockchains. This feature attracts projects and developers seeking to connect and interact with other blockchain networks, providing more options for integration and expanding the potential use base. So Avalanche has actively worked to build a developer-friendly ecosystem by providing comprehensive tools, documentations, and resources. This support facilitates easier development of decentralized applications, which can lead to increased adoption. Okay, and really, it's clear that we need to understand the drivers and movers of the market, but when you understand diverse use cases, you get a bigger picture as to how this adoption has come about. So Avalanche has seen stronger adoption from various sectors, including DeFi, gaming, and NFTs. Its flexibility and scalability make it suitable for a wider range of applications, attracting users and projects by different industries. Avalanche has formed strategic partnerships with influential organizations and DeFi projects. These partnerships enhance the network exposure, drive integration with complementary platforms like LinkChain. Okay, they've also got this partnership with Deloitte and Amazon. Okay, many other blockchains have this partnership with Amazon, and really they're increasing adoption by leveraging existing user bases and communities. The timing of Avalanche's launch coincided with the growing interest in DeFi and the need for scalable blockchain solutions. By capitalizing on these trends, Avalanche was able to attract early adopters, developers and investors who were seeking alternative platforms with advanced features, more advanced features, right? It's important to remember that adoption can fluctuate over time and varies based on different factors. The success and adoption of blockchain platforms depends on a combination of technologies, capabilities, market conditions, and developer support and use cases and demands, obviously. But really, we know that Stellar with Saraban is reaching out to developers all across the globe, you know, in all different computer programming languages, right? And that is clear that Stellar can tap into each of these communities, right, with one foul swoop. And clearly, this is going to be key for Stellar's growth, because as soon as people realize this and they get into whatever program language into the Stellar blockchain they choose, it's going to be so easy. It's going to be so easy for them to gain that market dominance. But that's a lot to consider in terms of portfolio allocation. Not financial advice, of course, but what seems clear to me is to make huge profits in crypto takes research and analysis, right? And that's why it's important to continue to develop a clear-cut understanding of what's going on in the space. To do that, we need as much alpha as possible. This is what's going to get you those huge profits, that 260k plus profits, right? And for that, we need to continue to compare with these cryptos like Stellar XLM. And if you want to do that, if you want to make that 250k profit, you need to check out this next video, because we're going to compare one of those 20 other cryptos above Stellar XLM and see exactly what Stellar could be doing better. I'm Nathan, aka Nathan of Zion. Smash the Zion coin up there, like and subscribe. Check out that next video. Have a great day now. Take care.